Okay. Word from the warp is that I need to give out another gift of chaos. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay. So who's on here with me? Anybody? Is anyone actually on here with me? Because if you are, and you call, you're going to get another gift of chaos. And this is totally unexpected, and I wanted to do that purposely. I wanted to see how many people would stick around after the minute and a half. And next week, people are going to be like, "Oh, I missed it!" Because that's one of the crappiest feelings in the world, but it's just hilarious. I just think it's funny. So, but very few people are actually showing up. Let me see. This isn't repopulating. I need to repopulate this. 13 people. I'm going to answer this just for fun. Hello, Son of Chaos. How are you?
Hey, Dave. It's Matt again.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, can't complain. Better now.
All right. So, why are you calling?
Because you just said to call in?
Yes, that is correct. But the thing is, I didn't open it up to calling, so I'm left with a dilemma here.
You are right. Oh man, my mistake. Not a big deal.
So I'm going to ask you a question, okay?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'll ask you a question. So to make it fair, if you don't get the answer, then I'm going to have to hang up and give a chance to somebody
That sounds
else.
very fair to me, sir.
Okay. All right. So how many people are on right now? Let me see. Not showing up in here, but it's showing there. Okay. Restart. Yeah. Okay. Just restarted this. And give me 1 sec here. This is like a post-game, post-show. Give me 1 sec here. Just for fun, I'm going to do this. I'm going to toggle that on. Okay. It's a little bit more informal. I just wanted to do this to be random. Because I think it's fun.
I like random.
Yeah, random is good. Why is that not on? Okay, give me 1 sec here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there you go. So that's now on. I actually forgot to put the image on when I came on. Usually I do that for other people in their shows. I put that image up on the homepage to let them know that a show is live and to click on it. Do you know what I'm talking about? The top right-hand corner?
That comes up on the homepage, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the image that I typically put up there, but I didn't this time. For myself. Didn't for myself, but I do it for other people. How do you like that?
Yeah, I found that weird when I came to the site and that wasn't up there.
Alright, so this is going to be a hard question. Okay, I'm going to make it hard because you called in.
Oh, God. All right.
And this is the prize. Alright, it's a box of occultists. It's that 5-man box.
Oh, awesome.
Okay? Which I didn't even know existed before tonight. So if people were lying to me, then you don't get it because it doesn't exist. So
No, it exists. It exists.
okay. And if it exists, then I probably sell it. And if I sell it, then I'm going to get a bunch of them because that's just what's going to happen because it's fun. In fact, I'll probably do a live show where I just do like a marathon of painting up like 100 of them.
God, that'd be awesome.
Would that be cool? Do you think you would like that? Would you be a part of that somehow?
I'd sit down and paint my 100 cultists with you.
That sounds good. And if you win this, then you can start with your 5. Like I know that's
And I'm 5 closer, yeah.
it's a drop in the chaotic bucket, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Okay.
exactly.
How many close combat pairs of weapons do mutilators have?
Okay. Do you mind if I just go through this out loud? Okay, they have lightning claws, chain fist. I'm gonna go with a total of 5.
That is correct. All right, congratulations. I'm looking at 5 right now. That's what it says. Did you guess that? Is that a guess?
That was a straight up guess.
Okay, that's a pretty lucky guess because that's exactly what that was. I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed with the guess. I like guesses that are guesses and that are right because it makes it look like you knew it. But I think guesses are.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not that proud. I'll sit and admit that was a random guess.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, I love it so much. Man, I just love my life so much. That was just fun.
Man, I love mine right now too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Okay.
This is way better than writing my history paper.
Oh, man. So we got a pair of chain fists, a pair of lightning claws, power axes, power mauls, power swords. So that is the correct answer. So,
Awesome.
okay. What is your email address? Only I can hear you right now. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, after the 7. What's after that? Oh, okay. So send me an email with your mailing address. Okay, Dave at miniwargaming.com. Yeah, and then I'll mail it out. Well, I have to check and see if there's any in the warehouse. But if there isn't, I'll just get them in and I'll send them to you. But so I know that is you. And just as a little reminder, say I won 5 cultists because I answered the mutilator question correctly. Yeah. All right. Awesome. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye. All right. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up the floor again. So call the number, and we shall get another person who will be on the spot to answer and possibly win another box of cultists. Cultists? Cultists are like candy. Like you can just you just give them away because they're so awesome and there's so many of them and they're so cheap. They're so cheap in so many ways. So many ways. Good evening, Son of Chaos.
Hello.
What is your good name? What is your good name? That's a fun. What is your name, good sir? That's what I meant to say. What is your good name?
Jordan.
Your name is Jordan. Where are you from, Jordan?
Iowa.
You're from Iowa. Now, Iowa, is that next to Kansas? Are you in the Midwest?
Yes, Midwest.
Okay, all right. One of my best friends is from Idaho. Are you close to there? You'll have to forgive me. I'm not American, so American geography, all those states in the middle, I kind of get lost.
Nowhere near Idaho.
Okay, nowhere near? All right. So, yeah, okay. Anyway, I just showed you my ignorance. All right, now for another random question. Now, you got to be on your toes here, okay? This is Just be on your toes. On your toes. And you got to answer like within 2 seconds. If you don't answer within 2 seconds, if it takes longer than that, then no dice. Okay? How many points is Deafy?
Go 132.
Okay, that's incorrect. The correct answer is, somebody put it in the chat. What's the correct answer? No one knows it. Does no one know the answer? 145. That is incorrect. That's incorrect. 145 is incorrect.
I'm not a chaos player.
Oh, you're not a chaos player? What?
I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell.
Yeah, Are you serious? Man,
yeah,
you got a lot of guts. You got a lot of guts, brother. Calling in, man.
Now I have a group of chaos and 3 squads of Tau. So.
Okay, no, that you just redeemed yourself by saying that. So that's.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. So, Solanil, you're correct. It's 195 points. Daffy is now 195. So, I'm gonna let you go, brother. Sorry for today. All right. Oh, it's Josh? Okay, you knew the answer. Oh yeah, by the way, if you call in again, you don't get it because there's only one gift of chaos per. You know what? No, never mind. If you get the answer right, he actually happened to call in again, then I don't mind. So, bam! One more time. Let's do it. Let's call in. I gotta give away these cultists, man. 5 cultists are waiting to be given to somebody. Is it a 5-man box? Is that what it is, really? Is it a 5-man box, or am I like giving away 20-man boxes here? Like, I don't even know what I'm giving away. All right. Boom. Boom. Son of Chaos. What is your name?
Alex?
Your name is Alex. Well, you're a very good person, Alex, because one of my good friends, his name is Alex, and so as soon as you said that name, that face came to my mind, and that's made me happy. He's a good person, man. So you are a good person just because your name is Alex, and that's my reasoning, and that logic is sound, and that just needs to be ingrained in all the people's heads that are listening to this right now. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
How do you disagree with a statement like that? Okay, I'm going to give you a random question, okay? Let me see here. I'm going to take this down just so you can see the chaos a little bit better. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
You ready for this? Okay. Okay, I got it. What is the strength and AP of a Hades autocannon?
Strength 8, AP4.
You are absolutely correct, Alex. If you said strength 8, AP4, is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
Okay, then you are correct. So, now, I'm going to get your email address. What is that? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Email me, dave@miniwargaming.com. I will see that email address. I will know that it is you, Alex, and say that you won 5 cultists because you answered the Hades auto cannon question correct. You have to put that specifically, so then I'll remember. Because if you don't put it specifically, then it'll get lost in the warp, and we don't know what might happen after that. So, okay, thank you very much. You're a good person. All right. Man, okay, you know what? Who can tell me how much one of these boxes is? Who can tell me? Anybody know the price? $12.99? $10? Like, what? Like, this is unbelievable. I don't... $12.99? Like, I don't... It doesn't sound right. $35. How come people are saying $12.99 Canadian or $35 US dollars? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Games Workshop says $12.99 for Canadian. You know what? I'm so OCD, it's ridiculous. I have to give away one more because things happen in threes. So, yeah, call the number and be prepared for a chaos question to get one more because this is just fun. Christmas is coming because Christmas is fun. And, okay, yeah, okay, there we go. Yes. Man, that's how impatient I am. Yeah, I wait 2 seconds and nothing happens, and I think the universe has ended. Hello, son of chaos. What is your name? Hello? Is anybody there? Is no one there? Because if no one is there, then I can't give out any presents. I'm not getting any response, so I'm gonna have to hang up. See, this is social proof. Okay, I'm gonna just take the beep now. Son of Chaos, what is your name?
Hey, this is Matt, one more time.
This is Matt one more time. Okay, alright, so here's the kicker, okay? You got to get it right. You got to get it right away.
All right, can do, sir.
All right. You will like it. Okay, this is gonna be hard, man.
Okay.
If you get this, I'm gonna be so impressed. It's gonna be good. Okay. I'm purposely making this really difficult, just so you know.
That's fair enough, bud.
Okay.
All right.
And you have to get it like within 10 seconds.
Oh God, I think I know what you're gonna ask me.
Okay. Like if you don't get it within 10 seconds, then it's gonna be lost because we just have to make it fun like that. Name the 5 special rules that a Dark Apostle has.
All right, you got me. No idea.
Okay, all right. That was ridiculously hard. Was that ridiculous? Was that like just so hard? It was ridiculous.
Oh man, I don't even like Dark Apostles, so I never even looked them up. I can give you a general idea what the rules do, but I couldn't tell you the names.
Okay, all right. You know what? Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna give you another chance because that was mean.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did that to you purposely because you called in twice. So
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Getting
fair?
greedy up here.
yeah, okay, all right. I'll give you a less hard question. It's still gonna be hard.
All right.
And if you don't get it, then I'll really not give it to you.
That's okay. Second time is more than fair.
Man, am I a bad person? I got so much joy from doing that. Like that was just funny. Oh man, do you do that to people? If you do, you're a true son of chaos. Because like that's just that's good. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. All right, I got it. Okay, this is gonna be hard,
All right.
but if you get it, then once again, I'm impressed. Name the one special rule that a Raptor champion has.
That a raptor. I think that's called. No idea. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Okay. Just so you know, everyone, that was a trick question. Okay, and you might be kicking yourself now because I don't know if you were. If you had no idea, then it was no big deal. But it was a trick question because Raptor champions actually have 2 special rules. So yeah, it was a trick question. All right, now for another. Because I still need to give this away, right, Son of Chaos? What is your name? Nothing. How come nothing? Volume is up to max, and I'm getting nothing. I'm not hearing you. At all. Yeah, there's nothing coming through, man. So, I'm just gonna I have to end it, because nothing's happening. That got lost in the warp. Alright, next. Next. Come on, I want someone to get this. I gotta give away one last one. Okay, the last question is gonna be really easy. It's gonna be really, really easy. Someone's gotta get it. Come on. Somebody call in. Son of Chaos, you are on. I'm gonna wait until the other beeps pass, because we're gonna get more beeps right now.
Hello.
That is my prediction. We will get more beeps. I'm actually wrong. So since I'm wrong, I'm going to just ask you the question, okay?
Okay.
What is the first HQ that is named in the back?
In the Avalon?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so congratulations, Son of Chaos. You now have a box of cultists that are coming your way, and you're going to get this package from the Warp in the mail as a gift of chaos, because it's just so much. Man, this is fun. Is this fun? I don't even know your name. What's your name?
Seth.
Seth?
Seth.
Did you say Seth?
Yeah.
You said Seth, right?
Yeah, it's Seth.
Okay, I've heard Seth like 5 times now, so your name's got to be Seth. If it's not Seth, it's going to be Seth now. Okay, Seth.
That's right.
Okay, that's like 10 times now we heard the word Seth. So, Seth, congratulations, you are the winner. What's your email? No. Your like your Gmail or your Hotmail. AOL. Okay, so email me, dave@miniwargaming.com, and let me know that you answered the first HQ in the back question correctly as Abaddon the Despoiler, and that I am to give you a box of cultists. Yes. Okay. Awesome. What do you have to say to all of the Sons of Chaos out there?
Feel Chaos Patrons. I don't know.
That's a great thing. Yeah, no need to hedge that by saying I don't know at the end, man. Like that. That's a good thing to say.
With Meltaguns all day.
With Meltaguns all day. Oh man, that just totally made it so good. Yeah. All right. You know what? I think I got to go to bed at some point, so I got to end this. Thank you very much.
Hey, good night.
You too. Okay, this is a lot of fun, and so leave a comment and let me know if you guys liked this post surprise broadcast. If you liked it, and why wouldn't you like it? What a dumb question. No, I don't like surprise broadcasts where chaos gifts are being given out chaotically. Yeah, no, that's just a dumb idea. Don't do that anymore. Ridiculousness. Yeah. Okay. So I'm leaving for real this time. Okay. I'm going to go, even though it's hard. It is actually hard. I'm not going to lie, like, because I'm just having so much fun right now. Like, this is almost 2 hours that I've been going here because I can't help myself, man. Like, I want to go all night. Like I just want to talk about chaos stuff all night because I'm addicted. I am addicted to this stuff right here, right now, and. I'll tell you what. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to hang out for 5 minutes because I'm going to allow the Nurgle OCD to take over my body, and I will end it at 11 o'clock. 4 minutes now. It's 10:56 according to my computer. So that's what I will do because that's all I can do for people. And I'm just going to respond to the chat because that's a fun way to interact with people. So let me see. Is that on the screen? No, that's not on the screen. So I will. Let's just go back to this. This is what it looks like when nothing is on the screen. By the way, I use XSplit for my broadcasts, and XSplit is awesome software because I'm able to toggle between things and make it nice and fun and polished. Check this out, okay? I got every segment. Here is after that. Click first segment, model of the week, and then I got this little thing after there, and then package from the warp. Bam. Next. Something I think is then I think is right there. Okay. And then next one Q&A, and Q&A thumbnail, and live Q&A, and then get a game, and gift of chaos, and then get the chaos. Okay. So that was gibberish. That didn't make sense. If it did, then I don't know what language you speak because it didn't even make sense as I was verbalizing it. But if you guys liked it, then that's fine. Oh yeah. By the way, I put a question on Twitter. By the way, if you're not following on Twitter, Mini Wargaming, you should follow us on Twitter because if you are one of these people that just likes to get random tweets during the day that make no sense whatsoever, then follow us on Twitter because it's fun. I didn't use Twitter before. I didn't use the Mini Wargaming Twitter. It was just an automatic feed of the videos that we posted, but you guys get that anyway on YouTube, right? Like if you're subscribed on YouTube, then you know that we put out videos, and you'll know what we put out because your subscription module box is going to say the videos that you get. But on Twitter, a little bit different. So I've started using it more and just writing stuff. Like for example, I had a grapefruit, and I ate it, and I just had to tweet about it because it's just absolutely stupid, and I just like stupidness because it's fun. And then I talked to Bill. I talked to Trainaholic. And I just had to tweet about it because talking to Trainaholic is like talking to your brother. And he is a good person. So, see, that's the type of stuff that we want to know about. And if you're not following us on Twitter, then follow us on Twitter. In fact, I'll include a link below just for you to go right to the Twitter page so you can follow us if you're not already following us on Twitter. Facebook is actually another good place to go because we post daily on Facebook. And we post like fun stuff. Like if you go there right now, our Facebook page, if you go to our Facebook page, you'll see random posts of things that are fun. Yeah. Everything from like questions that I ask to stuff that Dan posts. Like Dan, he'll just take a picture of some crap on his desk and he'll be like, hey guys, check this out. And that's it. That's like a part of Dan that is being shared with the rest of the world. And he just shares it. Matt, he also posts on Facebook. Like all of us, we all post on Facebook. And it's us personally posting on Facebook. It's not an automatic feed like a news feed, which is good in some cases. You know, some people like that. Some people like the news aspect of it. But for those two areas, Facebook and Twitter, I personally feel that it needs to be used for things that are more personal, like using foam from blister pack to get oil off of face, oil from being greasy because you were in a kitchen and you were making spicy food because you're Chinese and that's what you were fed since you were a baby. There's no such thing as milk. You had spicy noodles. That was your first meal as a Chinese baby. Because that's what I am. I am half Chinese. I am half Kung Fu. I don't call it Chinese anymore. I call it Kung Fu. If you're Chinese, you're Kung Fu. That's just the way it works. And I'm also Viking. So that's why Kung Fu Vikings exist in the universe. Just know that. Can you imagine a Kung Fu Viking? He can like chop. He can do like a scissor kick right through a wall. Like it's insane. Okay, let's do like a mental imagery exercise right now. Picture a Kung Fu Viking, what that would look like, and picture seeing one of these guys on the street walking around. First off, he'd be like 7 feet tall. No, scratch that. He'd be like 6 feet tall. He'd be my height. Because Chinese guys are shorter, generally, and Vikings are like massive. And so halfway between, that's like 6 feet, right? Let's go with that. That is the safe answer. So a guy that's 6 feet tall and that has a goatee that's dark in color and that has black hair and that likes wargaming. Yeah, I'm talking about myself. So yeah, Kung Fu Vikings look like that. Just in case you didn't know, it's an important thing to know. Oh man, don't you just love like speaking crap? Speaking randomness is addictive. I love it. I can't help it. In fact, I don't speak randomness. I just speak. That is how I talk. And if it doesn't make sense to you, it's because you're a normal person. But if you're a chaotic person like me, then you be speaking my language. Watch this. Look what this looks like when you put this foam like right over the camera. That looks like... Oh sure, now you go into focus. Yeah, when I'm not even trying, that goes into focus. That's something that doesn't even matter. And then trying to show off this cultist, and it takes like 2 minutes. That's the irony here. That's the type of irony that we have to live with. Now it's time to pick up this sword because swords are awesome. Man, I'm gonna do that. Okay, who thinks that I should just walk down the street with this thing and make a video of it and see people's reactions and like be in public places? Like I'm gonna be like in a bank waiting in line holding this sword. Like who wants to feel like that? Like that'd be so much fun to do. Like just picture it. You just have to picture it. It has to be pictured. This is the, you know, you can't even see the bottom of this. Like this, I have to back up just so you can see like this entire thing. Like that's the only way it works. Like a guitar. Actually, it's more like one of those. What instrument is this? Isn't that like a bass? I think that's like a bass or a cello. I don't know. Frick! Man, it's past 11. You guys tricked me. You tricked my Nurgle OCD into staying past 11. So that's Eldar trickery. We have some Eldar players in this broadcast right now. That's what's happening. And if that's what's truly happening, then you need to just tell me. Man, like, that's not fair. Take a look at that. What does that look like? Some guy left a comment on the last one, and he's like, Dave, when you put that sword into the camera on that one guy's interview, I thought you were going to poke my eye out. Like, I just think that's funny. Does that look funny? I want to see what that looks like. Looks so weird. Look at this. It doesn't even look like anything. It looks like a disc. It's like a frisbee. Yeah. No, it doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm truly going to end the broadcast right now. Thank you so much for sticking around with me and for hanging out. This is all this is. We're just hanging out right now. I don't know what you're doing. Painting your miniatures, or just after work, eating a snack in front of the computer and, you know, just having fun. I've had a lot of fun tonight. I love doing these broadcasts. I am addicted to doing these broadcasts. This is what wargaming is all about. It's about getting together and talking and interacting and being ourselves and sharing what we love. You know, there's so many people with differences, and I just spanked a cultist with this sword. There's so many people with differences, right? Like, everyone's different. They have some sort of background that makes them different, and like there's people fighting over differences. But that's the beauty of wargaming, because therein lies the irony. It's war gaming, but it's a game and it's a hobby, and it brings people together, and it brings them. It brings fun and happiness into people's lives because it's so ridiculously fun. And man, like, I talked to Viv from Rubbish In, Rubbish Out. I'm not sure if you're watching this, Viv, but if you are, it was awesome meeting you today via Skype. Skype's awesome. You get to meet people on Skype. And man, Viv, he is in Australia. And if you don't know who Viv is from Rubbish In, Rubbish Out, he is one of the, he's one of the terrain makers on YouTube. He's up there with Trainaholic and with the Kamloopian. Like, he's one of the big terrain making YouTube channels. And so if you follow him, then you know who I'm talking about. If you don't know who I'm talking about, then you'll know who I'm talking about now, because I just described who I was talking about. I should probably end the broadcast, because I keep on saying that. I said that like 5 times. I just don't do it. I just can't bring myself to do it. Do you guys remember the one time I left the broadcast on all night? What was that? Was that a blast? No, it was just a blank screen. Like, that's boring. We don't want that. That's not fun for anyone. That's bad for the CPU. And we want to be treating our machines good, because Necrons come back to haunt us in our dreams. Yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, man, I get so distracted by myself. Come on, how is it even possible? There's no one here right now. There's no one in the building right now. And I'm talking to you, but yet I'm not talking to you, because you're not talking back per se. It's just me talking to myself, talking to you. That concept is mind warping me so bad right now, and I just get distracted by myself. Like, how is that even possible? I love it. I love it so much. But back to Viv in Rubbish In, Rubbish Out. That's what I was talking about. This is the 3rd time that I've tried to continue my thought. This is the point. The point was, he is in Australia, and I was talking to him, and he is into wargaming, and he has a completely different life than anyone that I know, because he is from Australia and he has a life there, and he is representation from over there. He is a wargamer that is into wargaming, and he is from Australia. I hope you understand what I'm trying to talk about, what I'm trying to say here. I'm saying, like, I talked to Nick from Worthy Painting. He's from the UK. He is from, I was going to say London. He's not from London. He's from England, but he's not. What's the name of the town? I can't remember the town. Okay, he's from England. There you go. And then there's that representation. He's there. And then I talked to Sean from Blue Table Painting, and he's representation down there. Representation of wargamers, right? And so, and I get to talk to these guys, man. Like, these guys are my buddies. It's great. It's great knowing these guys, and you can know them too if you don't know them already. I think some of you know these guys though, because like you follow them, you follow their channels, and that's the beauty of these live broadcasts, because these guys they're on board. They're on board to do these broadcasts, and they're having so much fun with them. Like Sean from Blue Table, he's done 5 broadcasts now in the Mini Wargaming Vault. Now, I understand that not everyone can watch them, and I explained before about the support and helping oil this machine, but it's just awesome. It's awesome. Oh yeah, and I talked to Jay Knight, Bat Reps. You know who Jay is? Jay called earlier on in the show. He's going to be doing some live shows too, because Jay's a great painter, and he has a lot of knowledge, and he talks like a radio announcer. He's got that voice, and so it's easy to listen to. It's nice. It's clear and concise. You know what really impressed me about Jay was the very first battle report that he edited and posted on Mini Wargaming. Man, the comments, it was crazy. It was like, man, that was the best battle report I've ever seen. That was so easy to follow. That was awesome. And that's all I gotta say. Are you still watching, Jay? Are you still on? I'm gonna click on the chat now. Are you still on, Jay, or did you go to bed when I ended the broadcast at 10:30? Because if you're still on, then that's fine. If not, I'm gonna continue talking about you, because right now you have a beard that is pretty impressive. The fake ending, yeah, it was a fake ending. I know. I don't apologize, because no, just don't say sorry for stuff. This is how you cover your tracks, and that's actually Chinese culture, is saving face. And for those of us who are Chinese, we all know about saving face. We can't admit defeat, because that shows weakness. Yes, that's right. Right. So if there's a mistake, then we just have to say, yeah, that's of course that's what I meant to say. And you just have to do the stare down, where you look at them and you don't blink, and you just look at them until they acknowledge what you just said. Even though what you just said is ridiculous because it's so obvious that you made a mistake, it's fine. You look convincing, and you look so confident in what you mean that they are bound to agree and not fight you on it, because you know Kung Fu. You know what? When my kids grow up one day, they're gonna like watch some of these videos, and they're gonna be like, "Man, Dad, you're like, what were you thinking? Like, you are why?" It's either that, or it's gonna be like comments like, it's gonna be comments like, "Man, my Tyranids can crush your chaos so bad." Like, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I think. Like, the comments are going to be. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. Did you just say now that is real banter? What is real banter? What are you referring to? They're just going to be like me? I certainly hope not. I hope my kids are... No, I think it'd be good if they're like me, because then I can speak their language, right? They can understand me, and I can understand them. In that aspect, I hope that they take every good thing about me and make it better, and that they don't emulate the bad in me. that's what I hope as a chaotic daddy. That's my goal for my kids. Yeah. Your banter? Whose banter? I'm reading random comments. I'm not getting this. It's not coherent. Are you talking about me? I am banter? I am banter incarnate? Is that what you're saying? Nah. No? Yeah. Nope, that's not answering the question at all. There's nothing. Yes, you? Okay, I understand. I think I understand. Yeah. You know what's funny? I gotta tell you this, okay? When I met my wife, the first conversation that I had with her, man. All right. So here's the story, okay? This is when you get into the nitty-gritty, personal information about Mini Wargamer Dave. Okay, it's late at night at 11:14 Eastern Time, and it's past broadcast that's supposed to have ended. That's the only time that it happens, and this is real life information here. Okay. Yay, story time. You are ready for a story? Well, you're gonna get a story. Okay. So there's this girl that I was talking to. I'm not gonna say her name, and this isn't my wife. It's a different girl. Okay. And I wasn't interested in her, wasn't liking her. I was just talking to her because I like to talk to people in general, right? And this girl thought that I liked her because I was talking to her. Has that ever happened to you before? I'm sure it's happened to you before. Ridiculousness. So we were going to an activity, and I called her up to see if she wanted to go, but she didn't want to go, and I don't know why. And I just like to tease people when they don't do things. And I just persist. I persist until it happens. And so, but she didn't talk how the chemistry wasn't, not that I was interested in her anyway, but like, you know how when you talk to some people and the conversation just flows really well and you're able to just, go back and forth really well and it just fits and it's easy to talk to? That just wasn't happening. But then my wife, future wife at the time, she gets onto the phone because she was good friends with her. And I was trying to convince her to convince the other girl to come out and hang out and to do something. And man, bantering with my wife, I call her my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time. I just calling her. It was so much fun to talk to her because she was just fun. She was playful to talk to. And probably for a good half hour, we were bantering back and forth. Just talking nonsense and talking crap. And that's when you develop true relationships, is when you talk crap to people. Because, all this seriousness, it's needed in the world, but as much as it's needed, the crap talk is needed just as equally. Because that's needed too. Because that adds the spice to the meat and potatoes. And it makes it delicious. That is my humble opinion, and I'm going to stick to it because that's my life. That's all I know. But sometimes I have to make it serious, because if it's not, then just nothing happens. Right? You know what's fun? It's fun to say serious things as you're doing non-serious things. Yeah. It's like telling a really bad story. Like, picture this, okay? How can you take anyone seriously who's going like this? I need to tell you something really serious. I have a really big problem. I need to really tell you. I really need your help, okay? And I need you to really listen to me. Like, how can you take anyone serious that does that to you? I think it's impossible. What the freak just happened? That made my nose hairs really itchy. Okay. That went up into my nose and into my brain. That was weird. So, if you're blind, you can. Why would you be so chaotically cruel to do that to a blind person? And did you know that blind people, they have increased senses of hearing, so they can actually hear the tip of the pen brush up against the nose hairs, and they can feel the wind of that, and they can actually see that better than a person who would be listening to you, because that's true. That is true. That is absolutely true. There's 34 people on this right now, past the show. Is that really... Wow. Did that really just happen? Is there really 34 people here just like sitting and talking right now? It's 11:18. 11:18. Man, I've been going on for so long about nothing. This is ridiculousness. But I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm just in one of those moods. I had a music teacher that had a missing finger. He messed with us constantly with it. He had a finger up his nose, pretended it got sliced off when a guitar string broke. List goes on. That's one of the best types of teachers ever. And that's the type of teacher that has an impact on us in our lives that we remember now. See, that teacher has no idea that they just got introduced to me and to the rest of us on this broadcast. And I bet this finger missing teacher joke person, not that the person is a joke, but they like to joke around a lot, they have no idea that we're talking about them right now. And I think that concept right there is really cool. Because that's a thing. A concept is a thing. And when you're talking about a person, like there's like some sort of, there's like energy that happens there. And it's alive. It's a living thing. It's an organism. Come on, I know you know what I'm talking about. Like that the stuff is real. Yeah, it's like when someone is talking negatively, like you can feel it. You can feel like the negative energy. It's like, man, I got to get out of here. Like, you know, when people say that, I got to get out of here. It's because they're feeling that negative energy. It's a real thing. It's physicalized. It has to be a real thing. And it's also the opposite effect happens when you're talking about fun stuff and you make people feel good, and that's also an energy, and it's a living thing. It helps people. It helps them with their life. And so that's why I love doing what I do, because I like to talk to people, and I like to just bug people. I like to tease them because it's fun. People like being teased because when they're teased, they know that people love them because they're getting attention. Attention is good. Do you believe this? When I was in school, I was a quiet kid. Like I didn't say a word to anyone. How is that even possible? What the heck happened? This is what happened. Grade 9 drama class happened. Because that was a mandatory class. And I took it and I loved it. That was doing crap in front of people and making them laugh. Like that just made me realize who I am. And I just got so much joy out of that. Like that was fun. Yeah. The best though was when I had to do this. Okay, you ready for another chaotic bedtime story? All right, this is a chaotic bedtime story. Okay, you're gonna like this. I had this psychology class in high school. It was some sort of psychology class, and we had to do this group project, and we were studying different mental illnesses at this time, and ours happened to be bipolar disorder, manic depressive bipolar, right? And every group, there was like 5 or 6 different groups in the class, and every group had to do a presentation on the disorder. They had to do they had to describe the disorder and like treatments for it, and a bunch of boring stuff, right? And man, hated it. And we had to present it in front of the class, and so like I just I couldn't get the motivation to like actually do any work. I don't know, that sounds horrible, right? Like, what kind of a team player am I? But that's not the end of the story. You got to listen to the end of the story, okay? Because it ends up chaotically awesome. And so I thought to myself, at the last second, like I was supposed to do something. My job was to present it, because some people they would read off like all the symptoms, and another person would present another aspect of the illness, and my job was to do something. I don't even remember what I was supposed to do, but I was supposed to do something, to present something. I totally didn't do that. So I said to this girl, who was really mad at me, by the way. She was like, I can't believe you didn't prepare anything. Like, this is just ridiculous. We're going to fail this assignment. It's all your fault. Like, she was mad. She was barking at me, and like, it was mad. And I said to her, I said, okay, I got an idea. All right, this will work. And I grabbed a piece of paper and I wrote out 5 questions. And I gave it to her and I said, okay, we're going to do a little skit. You're going to be a psychologist, and you're gonna sit on the desk, and I'm gonna come in from the hallway, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm a patient, and I'm gonna just ask me the questions, pretend like you're a psychologist, and I'm gonna just answer them, and I'll be a person with bipolar, manic depressive, and we're just gonna improvise it. But all you gotta do is just ask me the questions. So you don't even have to do any work. You just read the questions as I wrote them, and we're just gonna go from there. So she's like, all right, yeah, it won't work. We didn't do any preparation. So, and so we started, right? So here she is in there, pretending to be. She actually had this like little, I don't know where she got it from, but she had this like scrubs or something. Like she was a doctor. I think there was some sort of like costume in the back of the room or whatever. She put it on, and I come in, and man, I came in the room like wired. Like I was just like the adrenaline was like pumping so fast, and I was just like all over the place. And this is the grand secret of the universe. I was not acting. I was just being myself. Like I was just all over the place, drawing on the chalkboard, and like I couldn't like focus on nothing. And so she'd ask me questions, and I'd respond to them like I just being me, right? And so that's the that's the thing, right? And the whole class, they were loving it, right? And the teacher, she was loving it, right? And then she asked me these other questions, and at this point I had to do some actual acting where I pretended like I was really sad and depressed, and like I put my head down into my arms like this, and I was like acting like I was really low, right? And I had to do this in a matter of a couple minutes because I had to do like the full spectrum of the manic depressive bipolar person. And then I got really hyper and excited again, and this is the part of the show when I got up on the table and I started singing Phantom of the Opera, and man, like people, they couldn't believe their eyes what was happening. They couldn't believe their eyes and their ears, and it was just so much fun. And then at the very end, I gave this girl, this psychologist girl pretending to be psychologist, a big hug. Thank you so much, doctor. Oh, I feel so much better now. Thank you so much. And then I walked out of the room, and then I didn't. The class gave us a standing ovation. Like they loved this thing. It was so much fun for them because all other presentations they were dry and they were boring, right? They were reading all this stuff, and everyone was going to sleep, and they didn't remember what they were reading anyway, and that was just like dry. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we're trying to learn this stuff, and we're not even going to remember it. But everyone remembered this because it was so out of the ordinary. And the next group that went up, they actually did something creative. They went out and they made a video, right? But the guy that made the video, he goes up and he's like, man, how are we going to compete with that? We just, and I'm not going to lie, that made me feel good. That made me think, wow, that's cool. Like, people like this stuff. So we got the best mark in the class, all because I had zero preparation and I just was being me. So the point of this story is to be yourself and to play to your strengths. So I think that's the story. That's the moral of the story, is to be yourself and play to your strengths, because that's what I did. Yeah, I got a little bit of redemption there because I did zero preparation. And that the girl who was mad at me before, she was like, man, like she treated me different after that. Like she respected me. Like she was happy that I went in there and just acted nuts, because that redeemed us. Like we not only passed, we got the best mark, got the best presentation mark in the class. Like that was cool. Teacher really liked it too. Multiple times the teacher, she was rolling, man. Like she loved it. She loved this crap. Like it was good. It was good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's Chaotic Bedtime Story. Do you guys like it? It's fun stuff. That has nothing to do with wargaming, but yeah, if you like it, just let me know, so I can share some of the stuff. The stuff is good. So this is spice. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Keep going. Man, you know what? It's like 11:30 right now. Okay, I'll go for two. I'll go for 2 more minutes until it's 11:30. Oh man, where have I heard that before? I think I've heard that somewhere, but like that was complete crap. Like that never happened. Now whenever I say I'm gonna go, you guys aren't gonna believe me. You're gonna think that something else is up, and I'm gonna I'm gonna like put it in your mind that stuff's gonna happen after the show, and you're gonna stay up like for an hour waiting for something, and it's just not gonna happen. I say that, yet I keep on going, and it's an hour and a half after the fact, right? But yeah, the only reason why I'm here is because I love it so much. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to. That's what Mel says all the time. She puts that in words. Friggin' hilarious. Like she goes, hello. That's why at the beginning of the broadcast, it reminded me of Princess Bride. And I was saying, hello. Yeah, you guys know the rest. But yeah, Mel says that. Okay. Hello. How do you do it? Okay. Oh, no. She's not watching this right now. Well, at least I don't think she's watching it. But if she did, she'd be loving every second of it. Okay, question. I got a question for you guys. Who thinks that I should do a broadcast during the day and not just at nighttime? Like actually an additional broadcast to this. Would that be... And I think the broadcast would just consist of me working on my army and just talking, because I think it's just fun to hang out. See, to me, Shrine of Chaos that has a itinerary, regimented, specific topics and stuff. That's, it's more polished. It has a show. It has a schedule, right? But doing like a vlog type of broadcast where you're just sitting and it's really relaxed and you're just talking and you're working on a model, I love that. I love that aspect, and I think it's great. As long as you tape it, yes, I will definitely tape it and play it back for replay for those who have missed it. But I think that would be so much fun to do. And I asked a few people. Actually, I posted on Facebook not too long ago what type of live shows people would want to see. And the number one response was live battle reports. So do you guys think that that would be something that you would want to see as well? That's a dumb question, because you guys would want to see that. I know you would. I just know it. Some things you just know, and that's something I know. And that's about 4 no's. Now it's 5. I get screwed every time I say another no. It's like another one, and I can't say the correct one until I've said it already. Figure that one out. Yeah. Live Dave versus Joe, that's going to happen, okay? That's an announcement that I will make at the end of this video. Live Dave versus Joe, that will happen. That is going to happen. I am going to fight against Joe, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, I'm going to fight against his Eldar trickery. He's going to fight against my chaos, and it's a whole bunch of unknowns. It's like the first time I fought against his Eldar, I had no clue how to fight against it, because I didn't know it at all. And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest fear-inducing thing, is when you don't know what you're up against and you're fighting it. That's the worst. But when you know exactly what you're up against, you can just have fun with it. You can toy with your opponent, and you can love your life. It's like fighting against orcs. You know exactly what to expect. It's like fighting against Tyranids. You know exactly how to kill stuff. You know the stats of things. Like, it's just any army, really. You fight against any army that you know, and you can fight it confidently. It's, that's it. That's why people get the new armies, because they have a whole bunch of new models that no one else knows how to fight, and everyone else they're scared of what they don't know. So that's actually very smart of GW, is to do that. And they also make them like overpowered, and so that's why everyone gets them. That's the truth. People, they do that. They make them stronger. Yeah. Eldar cheese. Eldar UFC style? UFC style? How can we do it UFC style? How would that work exactly? Go, 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 go. We need a Chaos Terminator Sorcerer. Are you talking about like this one right here? I'm going to show you one. Or like this guy. Sorcerer, he's just got a mark of chaos, right? But Do I actually have a sorcerer? No, you're right. You are right. I don't have a sorcerer. I just wanted any excuse to show off the cool model. Check this out, though, okay? Watch this. You're going to appreciate this because this is something that I really appreciate. Take a look at his base. Yeah, that's right. That's a dead Tau. That's a fire warrior that's been shot in the head. That's what happens to Tau when they breathe in the presence of chaos. Itchy eyebrows. Oh. That's right, man. Like, that is just so right. Okay. Now it's time for me to go. I am genuinely going to go this time. So, thank you very much for tuning in to this Shrine of Chaos episode and for participating in the antics. I have no more to say because it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. Tune in next week. Come on in next week and bring your friends and whatever. Spread the word about this show because the more people watch the show, the more that I get an indication that people actually like this and they don't just think it's like crazy sauce, then the more I'll do it. So, like I'm going to be doing it anyway because it's so much fun and it's addictive, but just spread the word about the show if you could. Just be like, hey man, you got to watch the Shrine of Chaos because it's fun. Like you just got to hop on and like say crap in the chat and you just have to watch Dave. It sounds weird when I say it like that. I talk about myself. Not good to talk about yourself, man. That's not good. You let others talk about you and you either agree or disagree. That's the way to talk about yourself. That's actually that's a strategy in getting people to like you. It's you can't talk about yourself. That's no good. That's a no-no. No one wants to hear that. The best thing to do to get people to like you is to talk about them and to be interested in them. And somehow something psychological happens. They think that you are the most interesting person in the world because everyone is an expert on themselves and everyone loves talking about themselves. It's just a fact. It just happens. Yeah. Although sometimes I don't like talking about myself. Sometimes I just don't like talking. People ask me questions and I give them like 1 or 2 word answers. And they're like, I need more information. That might actually sound really weird. I bet you can't picture that, right? Because it's totally different. But depending on who's talking to me, and it's usually like a specific few people that this happens to. It's just like, I can't do it. But I'm doing this because it's fun. Okay. Good night. Good night. I'm going to turn it off now.